Okay, we're going to continue our work with simultaneous equations. But we're now going to start to bring in a real life context. So that's going to be part of the lesson title as well. Okay, so we've dealt with simultaneous equations to solve for a, b, x, y, g, h, that kind of thing. Let's have a go at a question that brings in some real life context then. So let's go for example 1. 2 apples and 5 pears costs 90 pence. 3 apples and 1 pear costs 57 pence. And the question is to find the cost of 1 apple and to find the cost of 1 pear. Okay, now the first thing that we need to do here, which previously we've been given, we're not given it here, we need to construct it, is a pair of equations. Now this is pretty intuitive as to where we go with that. 2 apples, 2a plus 5 pears, 5p costs 90 pence. 3 apples plus 1 pear will be 57 pence. Equation 1, equation 2. Okay, so this is a question where I can eliminate p's by just manipulating one of the equations. So what we're going to do is bring this p up to 5p by multiplying that equation by 5. So everything in this equation gets multiplied by 5. So 3a times 5 is 15a, p times 5 is 5p, and 57 times 5, well, just go aside, take your time. 5 7s are 35, 5 didn't carry 3, 5 5s are 25, plus 3 is 28, 285. So that's now equation 3. So I've got equation 3, 15a plus 5p equals 285. And I can now drop equation 1 underneath, which is 2a plus 5p is equal to 90. Okay, so it's p's that I'm going to be eliminating. The signs are the same. If the signs are the same, I'm going to subtract the equations. So I'm going to do 3 take away 1. I could do 1 take away 3, that would be fine as well. Okay, so 3 take away 1. So equation 3 take away equation 1, 15a take away 2a, 13a. Pairs will cancel out. 285 take away 90, and that's going to be 195. We're now going to bring the 13 down and divide, and that will be a equals 195 divided by 13, and that will give me 15. Okay, we're now going to sub the a equals 15 into one of the equations. It doesn't matter which one, so I'm going to at random select equation 2. Okay, so in equation 2 I'm going to replace a with 15, so it's going to be 3 lots of 15 plus p equals 57. 3 15s are 45, 45 plus p equals 57. It's then going to be 45 off both sides. And 57 take away 45 is 12. Okay. Now, since this question is in a real life context, I need to get my answers and to explain those answers also in a real life context. So I'm getting that a equals 15 and p equals 12. So what does that mean? Well, that means that the cost of 1 apple is 15 pence. and the cost of one pair is 12 pence, and it's important that I state that explicitly. I really explain my answer, and to get the marks in an exam you would really need to do that, so that's really important. Okay, let's try an example 2. Okay, example 2. 6 pens and 4 pencils costs £1 8p. 4 pens and 3 pencils cost 75p. Okay, the question is find the cost of 5 pens and 5 pencils. Okay, so to get that, what I'll need to do is to find the cost of 1 pen and 1 pencil, and then scale that up for 5 pens and 5 pencils. Another thing that I'm just going to be really careful with here when I'm constructing an equation is if I was to say, right, for pens, I'm going to call that P. Well, I would run into problems if I did the same for pencils, because I would then have 6p plus 4p, and that wouldn't distinguish between a pen and a pencil. So instead, I'm going to use different letters. I'm going to use X and Y. So I'm going to say that let X be the cost of 1 pen, and let Y be the cost of 1 pencil. So it's quite important that I do that then, because I can then say, right, well, X is definitely pens and Y is definitely pencils. If I stuck to P, well, P could be short for pens and it could be short for pencils. So that would just confuse matters. Okay, another thing just to note is that this cost here is recorded in pounds and this cost here is recorded in pence, so I just need to get consistency with those. Okay, so X is the cost of 1 pen, so 6 pens would be 6x, and 4 pencils, so Y is the cost of 1 pencil, so that would be 4y. Altogether that costs £1 and 8p. What I'm going to do is going to convert that into pence. That would be 108p, and that's equation 1. I've then got 4 pens and 3 pencils costs 75p, so remember that a pen is given by X and a pencil is given by Y. Okay, so that would be 4x plus 3y equals 75. I'm going to call that equation 2. Okay, so I'm going to have to manipulate both equations here. Now what I could do is I could scale 6 and 4 up to 12, or I could scale 4 and 3 up to 12. It doesn't matter really, so just go for one and stick to it. So I'm going to bring the 4 and 3 up to a 12, so to get 4 up to 12 I'd need to multiply that equation by 3. To get the 3 up to 12 I'd need to multiply that equation by 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So 6x times 3, 18x, 4y times 3, 12y, 108 times 3, take your time, go to the side, work it out. That'll be 324, that's now equation 3. Okay, next one, 4x times 4, 16x, 3y times 4, 12y, 75 times 4, again go to the side, 4 5s are 20, 0 down, carry 2, 7 4s are 28, plus 2 is 30, that's 300, and that's equation 4. Signs are the same, signs are the same. I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to do 3 take away 4. So 18x take away 16x is 2x, 12y take away 12y, that cancels out. 324 take away 300, that's 24. I'm now going to bring the 2 down and divide. and that will be x equals 24 over 2, and x is equal to 12. Remember, my next move is to now find y. Okay, so I've got 4 equations that I could sub into to find y. It doesn't matter which one, just pick one and on you go. So I'm going to sub into equation 2. So I'm going to sub x equals 12 into equation 2. Wherever I see x in equation 2, I replace it with 12. So it's going to be 4 lots of 12 plus 3y equals 75. 4 12s, that's 48. 48 plus 3y equals 75. It's then going to be 48 off both sides. And 3y equals 75. Take away 48, take your time, that's 27. Bring the 3 down and divide, and that's going to be 27 over 3, and y is equal to 9. So remember, it's a question in a real life context. So let's bring that real life context back in. Okay, so what did we say? We said that let x be the cost of 1 pen and let y be the cost of 1 pencil. So 1 pen costs 12 pence. 1 pencil costs 9 pence. Now remember that we wanted 5 pens and 5 pencils, so 5 pens, that would be 12 times 5, that's 60 pence. And for pencils, well, it's 5 pencils, so 9 times 5, and that is 45 pence. 5 pens and 5 pencils, add them together, and that would be 105 pence. Wouldn't really say that though, we'd say pounds and pence. So let's explain it really clearly. 5 pencils and 5 pens costs £1 and 5 pence. Final answer. Okay, let's try one more. Let's go for this question. So the question says that 4 knives and 5 forks costs £1.95. 3 knives and 3 forks costs £1.32, and the question is find the cost of 5 knives. Okay, so to find the cost of 5 knives, I would first of all need to find the cost of 1 knife. So let's first of all set up a couple of equations here, fairly straightforward. 4 knives, 5 forks costs £1.95. 4k plus 5f equals £1.95, equation 1. Equation 2, 3 knives and 3 forks costs £1.32, equation 2. I could change the money into pence, but I could keep it as pounds and pence, that's fine, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I could bring 4 and 3 up to 12, or 5 and 3 up to 15. It doesn't really matter which, so let's go for getting rid of the knives. Let's bring them up to 12. So to get 4 up to 12, multiply by 3. To get 3 up to 12, multiply by 4, and that will give me 2 new equations. Okay, so 4k times 3, 12k, plus 5k, 5f times 3, 15f, is equal to £1.95 times 3. Go across to the side. 5 3s are 15, 5 down carry 1. 3 9s are 27, plus 1 is 28, 8 down carry 2, 3 1s are 3, plus the 2 is 5. £5.85, equation 3. Okay, so the second equation, multiply by 4. 3k times 4, 12k. 3f times 4, 12f. £1.32 times 4 across to the side again. Line up a decimal point, 4 2s are 8. 4 threes are 12, 2 down, carry 1, 4 ones are 4, plus 1 is 5, £5.28, equation 4. Okay, signs are the same. I'm going to subtract. I could do 3 take away 4 or 4 take away 3, doesn't matter. Let's go 3 take away 4, 12k take away 12k, that goes. 15f take away 12f, 3f. £5.85 take away £5.28, just take your time with that, just be really careful. And that will give me 57. I'm then going to bring the 3 down and divide. That's going to be 57 over 3, take your time, and that will give me 19. Okay, so I know that the cost of 1 fork is 19 pence, but I'm after the cost of 1 knife. So let's sub f equals 19 into one of the equations. It doesn't matter which one, so I'm going to put it into equation 2. Okay, so in equation 2, wherever the CF, I'm going to replace it with 19. 3k plus 3 lots of f, 3 lots of 19 equals £1.32. Okay, now one wee thing that I'll just need to clear up here is if I'm going to keep things in pounds and pence, then I should change that into pounds. So let's go £0.19, 19 pence. Okay, so it'll be 3k plus 3 lots of 0.19 is equal to £1.32. So what I'm doing there is just making sure that if I'm in pounds and pence here, then I need to be recording that in pounds and pence. £0, 19 pence. Okay, so 3k plus 3 lots of 0.19. Take your time, go to the side if you need to. That will be 0.57 is equal to 1.32. It's then going to be 0.57 over both sides. And that will be 3k equals £1.32, take away 57 pence. Okay, so maybe the best way to approach this one is just to count up. Okay, so from 57 pence up to £1.32, well 57 pence up to £1, that would be 43 pence, 43 pence, and then another 32 pence is going to be 75 pence. Let's bring that back in. And then k equals 75 pence, 0.75 pounds divided by 3, and that's 0.25 pounds. Okay, so one knife costs 25 pence, and what was the question again? 5 knives. So 5 knives costs 25 pence times 5. 5 didn't carry 2, 5 twos are 10, plus the 2 is 125 pence, but I wouldn't really write that. I would write £1.25, final answer.